But welcome to different generations.
Yeah.
It's just where am I? Just Braxton and I. Are we different generations? We are, huh? Yep.
Relatively, yeah. I mean,
Yeah. You're
there's no
like
space.
definitely a Zoomer, and I don't like to claim millennial. I would say I'm a cusper. I feel like you're more of millennial at heart.
I don't know what I am, man.
You're Braxton.
I'm
Soho.
Braxton, man. I'm out here to ball. That's
We need
that's
to change the
pretty
name
much
of the podcast.
it. Yeah,
But
different generations, but yeah, man.
dead air.
A little bit.
Let's start reacting to some comments while we're waiting on Corey. Corey is pooping for everyone watching, so
Just gotta dox them like that. I think that was Spoonie.
that's okay. I don't want to talk about Spoon like that.
Yeah,
You
it
know.
was Corey in there. I agree with you. We got comments.
Yep.
R2R comments. Wow, this is such an inspiring video. I love being able to produce my food off grid, self-sustainable. I can't really read that. It's got a glare, man.
Yeah, hold on. I think real quick, I think we should talk about what we were talking about earlier. Could you reiterate what you want out of life?
What I want out of life, it's really very little to do with me. It's more about the people around me, because I think, and whatever your goals are, if you don't have reasons for doing it, like, it's not going to really do anything for you. Like, it won't give you that gratification that you're looking for. So it's like, a big thing that drives me is my faith, right? Like, I believe, the old Philippians 4:13, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. It's like, we have such a cool opportunity on earth, to
Yeah.
do whatever, And so it's like, I just want to go all out and reach like inconceivably high levels and achieve everything that I can. But for the reasons of like, my sister, if she doesn't want to work in her life, she shouldn't have to. Right? She wants to go into physical therapy, but if she doesn't want to work, she won't have to.
Or she can pursue whatever she wants.
Exactly.
without
Yeah,
worrying.
yeah. It's like it's like money. I don't want the people in my circle to ever have money be the reason why they can't go do something. My extended family, the cousins, uncles, aunts, like, I want to be able, like, Christmas, Thanksgiving. It's like, give them opportunities and experiences they otherwise wouldn't have. Same with my friends, right? Like, just give them opportunity, because I think that's one of the coolest things that you can, have is the experiences, because the stuff is material, you can't take it with you, right? But, the opportunity to go see places in the world that you otherwise couldn't, like what you said, pursue different interests, I think is a super cool thing.
And pursue self-actualization, self-fulfillment, and not be in that, grind set constantly.
I agree with that, because I think that's something that most people kind of they never get that perspective, right? When money is all that they're chasing, you kind of lose sight of the journey along the way. Like, I feel like the less I've thought about money and the less I've chased money and the more I've committed to relationships and growing my business, growing my values, and getting stronger, what I believe, it's like more money has flowed, right?
Yep.
So it's like, if the people around me, the people I'm close with, people that I trust and trust me, like, if I can provide them an opportunity to find themselves in that way, like, I think that's, super cool. But, I mean, there's a guy that helped me out when I was starting out, loaned me money to buy an RV. Like, he's old, he's got it made, he's fine, but, his grandkids, if they don't ever want to have to work, they shouldn't have to. Like, their life should be paid for. They can go pursue what they want and just have fun, My mom should have a beach house. She should be able to have fun. She should just be able to, she wants to remodel her bathroom. Like, that's a relatively small thing, but if that makes her happier, having a remodeled bathroom, that's just, I want to be able to give it to her. And kind of what we talked about with the foundation earlier, like, money is ultimately irrelevant and it has no meaning, but it is a tool, right? And so if a family that just lost everything, if you have the means to just give them what they need at that point, I just think that's what makes it all worth it, right? Like, the money doesn't do me any good. It doesn't give me anything. I don't feel any sort of way.
It's just a tool.
Exactly, you know, and it's like experiences, opportunities, you know, relationships. That's really what it matters, right? And like I said, like my faith is the reason I get out of bed every morning and want to push and want to drive and want to do better than I did yesterday. So it's like, you know, just being on a platform, being at a level to where I guess you have that street cred, that credibility, right? Where it's like, hey, look, you know, so I support whatever you want to do, but this is what I believe, this what I credit where I got to, and have that be my message. Because it's like, I just think that's a cool thing, you know, is show people like it really can be done from wherever you're at.
I see it for you, Braxton. I see it sooner rather than later, honestly. I
appreciate that, man. And I think a big thing also is like I absolutely love what I do.
Yeah, I can. That's like, why it's not. You're not working. Y'all all have a really good grasp on the people end of the equation. Can you close that door?
Yes.
We're like Twitch streamers, dude.
I know, man. It's cool. It's cool. Private podcast.
Okay, so here's a comment. It says, let's see. What happens? What happens to you if you just walk out on a rental lease agreement? Like, does your credit get dinged or something?
It'll kind of depend. There's going to be something in your lease, most likely, kind of outlining what that looks like. A lot of places will let you buy out your lease. So you might have to pay like 2 months or something. But a lot of them will let you leave. Some will keep your deposit and make you buy it out. It really is going to vary on what type of lease that you sign. But I'd always say the best thing is just be honest why you're trying to break your lease, and more than likely the property manager is willing to work out something with you without just dinging your credit for breaking your lease or whatever. Because a lot of people will say, oh, it's my last month. If they're about to move out anyways at the end of their lease, they'll just move out and be like, oh, whatever. I'll just lose my deposit. It's like, no, actually, depending on what you signed, they could go mess up your credit or something. So always better to be safe. We're ready. I think we are.
Oh, we are live on YouTube.
Yeah. I told Spoonie if you want to tell Corey. But yeah.
Yeah, it's what are some common scenarios of breaking the lease?
I mean, there's a lot of things, right? Like, I mean, people relocate for work will be a lot of it. If they get a job change, if they can't afford rent anymore, if something happened, they just, you know, maybe they just find a different place. But I mean, I think probably relocation is the biggest one. I mean,
it's crazy, right? You see this pop up many times in our systems to where you get punished for doing what you're told. Yep.
Where did you?
Storage room.
Where is that?
Downstairs, where we keep the liquor cage. You know that back.
Yep.
Yep.
There you go.
Huh.
But yeah, Britton's on right now, so I want to shout him out. Britton and Michael are in the office in the leasing hole right now. I just want to remind them, y'all could be leasing more and doing better. You know, just know that if I was in there, be outperforming y'all. And the only reason I bring that up is we've got a bet going on right now. Told them if they can get 3 vacancies filled, they'll give them $100 each per lease, and we'll get that done. So Britton, work a little harder for me. There's a stake with your name on it. Same with you, Michael.
So is that just like doing calls or?
Yep, they're leasing apartments. You know, people show interest. That's kind of the back office, right, in the property management side is people call in, they see a sign, whatever. We call them back, get it done, get a showing set for them, and they get in there and check it out.
How'd y'all end up going live without us?
I told you like 5 times.
Oh, jeez. I look cool on you, babe.
I don't know what you're talking about.
We're live now?
Live.
Live on live. Braxton, did you intro us in?
I didn't intro. We just kind of started ripping.
I kind of introed.
Braxton Harrison with the Different Generations podcast. Got Corey Thompson over here. He is the mother effer of mobile homes.
I really like it when you talk like that.
And I am
white guy voice.
Jason Witherspoon. We would love to have y'all here with us today as we just enjoy talking about things and stuff.
That's good. Who's that impression of?
I don't, it's me.
No, that's not you.
I don't know. Like, it's just a voice.
Just keep doing it, whatever it is.
Yes. Hey, Braxton, what were y'all talking about before we got here?
A little bit about leasing. He has a question. He asked me about what I want out of life. Got a little deep.
What do you want out of life, Braxton?
To ball out of control, essentially.
Yep. You don't want to know, Corey. You got to watch.
Yeah, you gotta watch it, dude.
All right. I can't remember what I was going to tell y'all about. Oh, my gene results came in.
Yes.
Now, Spoonie was an expert on the genes yesterday, but then he said they were going to try to upsell me something.
No, I talked to them at the deal. They said this helps, but it also helps if you get the blood testing.
Yeah. So, what? I mean, do you agree that blood testing can tell you how healthy you are?
Yeah, probably. I mean, tells what's going
it's a
on.
full panel.
Maybe. Mm-hmm. I don't know what blood testing really does. What it tests for.
Me either.
So I actually
Should
don't.
ask Megan.
I retract my
what those do.
statement. I'm neutral on whether it tells you if it's.
Do we want to
healthy or
call?
not.
We could call in Megan and get her
We
to
call
tell
an
us
expert.
what the hormone tests do.
I don't need to know.
We can get my sister on. She's got like 11 publications now or something.
There you go.
Really?
Insane.
She's published?
She's basically
Multi-published.
a good
She
version of.
She got a bunch of publications.
That's amazing.
Spoonie was trying to talk over you. I was just seeing what he was going to say. Go ahead and finish that sentence. Let's
No,
see
it's
if
fine.
this
I
will.
was going to say like a good scientist is what I was going to say.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm glad it went that way because I didn't want to see you get knocked out here on the podcast. But all right, here's what my gene profile tells me. So the motherfucker gene, the MTHFR.
That's definitely. Yeah,
Yeah.
that is the acronym for it.
So yeah, the green, it's green, which means neither parent passed it on. My MTR, one parent passed on a gene mutation. It's yellow. My MTRR, okay, one parent passed on a gene mutation, so it's yellow. And then neither parent passed on my AHCY gene, so it's green. And then my COMT gene, both parents passed on a mutation, so it's the only red one I got. I don't know if y'all can see that, if it'll focus.
So you got 2 yellows, 2 greens.
2 yellows, 2 greens.
Hold it up.
Yeah, hold on. You ready?
Could you email that deal to Sohill?
Oh.
I guess you may not want all your gene info out there.
I mean, it don't really matter. I don't think they.
I don't know what people could do with your gene info.
Well, it don't matter. I don't.
It's clone Corey Thompson.
The gist of it is my motherfucker gene. Do you remember what he said about the motherfucker gene?
Something. You get stressed out or something, or.
As we previously discussed, I'm not an expert on genes.
But you sat through.
I did. I don't remember what he said about it.
Oh, okay.
I don't remember.
Well, it's how your body processes folic acid. It's the gene that tells you how it's gonna process folic acid. Got a pretty cool video about it. It's pretty long-winded and definitely copyrighted, so we will not be playing it on here. The MTR gene. So the symptoms are if you have, if your genes cannot process folic acid, would be anxiety, anxious, depression, and panic attacks. Does that sound like me, Spoonie?
No.
You're big on panic attacks. I don't see that.
Or depression or anxious? No? Okay, MTR. So this is one that my one I don't know what I did. I fucking fucked it up. Oh, here we go. All right. The MTR gene, one parent passed on a genetic mutation on it. Gas, bloating, diarrhea, constipation, and cramping.
That's it.
40% of the time. Does that sound like me?
Possibly.
I don't track your bowel movements, so.
Not to dox you, and I won't. I'm just gonna say I have gotten numerous. I have driven to Weatherford for possibly a situation just like that.
Mm-hmm.
That was the first I've had to go, but there's definitely been situations that
I did get stranded in Weatherford over some mud butt.
I'm just saying, like, it has gotten a little
Wow.
Western for you on occasion.
Yeah.
What constitutes Western? Is that like I had to pull over at the old Buc-ee's to take a dump, or
No.
is that like I shit myself on the way?
I had a
to the-
911 call the other day, last week. It was
Okay.
like,
I
I'm
did
gonna
have
be-
that one too. May have called both of us, same one. He's like, I'm on my way to Braxton's house right now,
that was the one.
and I'm not sure why you felt like you needed to let both of us know.
I just assumed that was like, it was one of those where it's so foul you had to have access to a shower. Like,
Yeah,
it
no.
couldn't have gone on.
Well, you just needed to know that it was available. You couldn't risk walking into the building, getting in there, seeing the end of the light at the end of the tunnel, and there be somebody else there. Because once, all those, like, now you're shitting in a urinal.
Would you fight someone over, like, if you kick in the door of the stall, right? Because you're like, I got to
You shit through their legs in their lap.
Yeah,
They're
would you sit on their lap?
Just rip them off the toilet, toss them over
No,
to
you
the
just
side.
gotta sit on their lap
Yeah.
and shit through their legs.
These are old attorneys at our building. Like,
Yes, you could definitely take them.
definitely, but we're getting sued afterwards.
Probably.
Potentially.
I mean, they know how to file a lawsuit, even
Like-
if they're criminal attorneys. So, anyways,
It's true.
all right. So that's the
got so many questions about
MTR.
this.
Okay, the MTRR is one parent gave me this: heartburn and acid reflux, thyroid issues, and short temper.
I would say, I don't know. You have a short temper, but you don't. It doesn't necessarily result in anger or that sort of emotion. It results in intensity more than anything.
Okay,
It's probably the best way to articulate that, I would feel.
then go to 0 to 100 very quickly.
Yes, that's what I mean.
It's hard for them to calm down.
You stay energetic.
Yeah. So, all right. So this is the
That's
one that
great framing.
neither parent passed on to me. It's the AHCY gene,
The achy breaky.
the achy breaky. Okay. Addictive tendencies and behavior.
All of that's appropriate.
So I didn't get addictive tendencies and behavior.
Oh, it seems like you have those.
You think I'm an
Yeah,
addict?
this thing's bullshit.
Yeah,
You think I'm an
I
addict?
do.
You think I'm an addict?
In what regard? To what?
I mean, I'm just trying to figure out. This is it. Like, this genetic mutation is extremely rare and has many similar symptoms to COMT, but it also may include addictive tendencies. For example, addiction to video games as kids, phones as teenagers, drugs, alcohol, sugar, working out, eating, sex, work. Hypertension and high blood pressure issues can also tend to be present. You have
It kind of
blood pressure
depends
machines.
because I feel like addiction is anything could be an addiction, but I don't feel like you have unhealthy addictions.
I don't know. Spunny says I'm an addict.
You tell me that you manage gambling. Like you set yourself
No,
limits
I
because
don't-
you would overdo that stuff.
I love gambling. That's a difference.
Yeah, I wouldn't call any of it addictions. I didn't know you in your past.
I do. I have a
life,
super
but-
addictive personality. So like,
I mean,
I'd say the only thing you're truly addicted to is the work.
yeah, I don't.
There's
I mean,
worse things
gambling-
to be
the
addicted
but I
to.
mean, is that where you get your dopamine from?
Addicted
Like
to the
work?
game, bro.
I mean, it has to be.
I just enjoy working.
Yeah.
It's much better than the other alternative, which is being poor.
Well,
I
I know.
mean, real life poor. But anyway, it doesn't matter. I mean, if you think I'm an addict because I went to Vegas and gambled,
No,
you're not.
Not at all.
I'm not driving to Oklahoma every weekend and
not
leaving
addict,
my family
just-
in bankruptcy.
You're just You're just a part-time degenerate. That's,
No, I just love.
I
when
would
I'm in
just say
Vegas
it's
being at the
like-
blackjack table.
it's like what it said, 0 to 100. Whatever
Yeah.
you do, you go all out, but it doesn't mean you do it all the time.
And the only thing I said about setting myself limits was before when I'd go gambling, I would always have this misconception that I would only give it $400, and then if I gave it 1,000, that maybe I would have come back. You know what I mean? Now that misconception is gone because in this last time I did Vegas, exactly how I wanted to do Vegas. I lost all my money, never came back.
would you do it again?
No, that's. I mean, no,
You realize you have to go bigger.
no.
I
just
think if
know-
you brought 20,000, it would.
No, I just-
You'd
I-
have time to come back a couple times.
No, I don't think so.
But-
I think it's just if you get good cards, you get good cards. If you don't, you don't. There's no, I mean, I think it can bust you at 20,000. I think it can bust you all along the way. I think if everybody could walk in the casino and win 10 grand, they walk in the casino and win 10 grand. Now this is the one that is interesting because both parents passed this on to me. It's the COMT gene. Okay, COMT. ADHD, OCD, racing thoughts, poor sleep, perfectionist, high self-drive.
Yeah.
Spinny, you hadn't got yours back yet, have you? I can't wait to see. So,
I would
anyways,
say checks all those boxes in one way or another.
yeah, this is a consummate overachiever profile with type A personalities. Many people with this genetic break are successful because they push themselves. So this was probably because the ADHD. How do they treat that?
Is it?
So it's one of the,
Adderall.
it's,
Yeah,
yeah,
let's say
they
Adderall,
basically
right?
give you meth. They speed you up.
They speed me up.
Dude, imagine you're on meth.
And CBT.
Yeah,
Adderall. Just imagine.
like it's one of the few. What do you call that? What's the way they say it now?
What?
It's not a disorder. It's a non-neurotypical person.
Yep.
It's one of the few non-neurotypical things that can be treated with.
Dang.
Medicines.
Jason, look at you.
All I'm
about?
saying is look at how successful you are now and the drive that you have now. If that's saying that meth would enhance that,
You're a divergence, is probably.
But
probably worth it.
ADHD is very comorbid with like Asperger's, and I mean, it hadn't stopped. Having Asperger's hadn't stopped old Elon from pulling off a few wins in his life. So,
I don't know
saying
what
maybe
that
it's your
means.
strength.
I just think it's a pass, like a green light to pursue methamphetamine recreation. No, not even recreationally, for work.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
not recreational.
Could we write it off?
Oh,
If it's in a prescription, you can. Like, you just have to make the company cover
you're
your
like,
health policy.
because look, IRS, if I was not in this career, I would not be.
I wouldn't be doing my
The only
fiduciary.
reason I'm doing it is, yeah, exactly. The only reason I'm even considering taking it is because of the,
Can you write it
My
off, though, if
current
you're
role.
buying it from a guy at the 7-Eleven? I don't think so. I think it has to be,
from
like
a private
medicinal.
entity. You said,
Yes.
yeah,
I think it has to be
a
from a
private seller.
Walgreens.
You can definitely still write it off.
Spoon.
Private seller. I'm just saying, something to consider.
You can ask your boy
consider.
Jordan Belfort what
Yeah.
he did.
Okay. So this says what I need. Okay, in the COMT it says I need to eat eggs, fish, turkey, cheese, and whatever legumes are. What are legumes?
Legumes? Well,
Aren't they like
that's it.
nuts?
Legumes, a peanut's a legume, but so are beans.
Yeah, so is a
The,
mesquite
the next comma is nuts and seeds.
alfalfa. I think alfalfa's a legume, too.
Okay.
You got to get Corey some seed.
I thought
and nut.
if legumes are nuts, then why does it have nuts next to it?
Well, legumes are beans and stuff. Nuts are not. Tree nuts, a peanut is not a real tree nut. It is a legume.
A mesquite bean is a legume.
Okay. So I have a mesquite bean. Do not drink green tea or take quercetin supplements. Okay.
What supplements?
Quercetin? I don't know.
Q-certain?
Q-certain.
Oh,
What is
the
that?
only reason I know this is because I had to sound it out yesterday because he had to spell it for me. We were trying to figure out what Q-certain is.
Where did y'all see it?
He
That
said it's
one-
on the protocol.
That was on
and I double checked.
Zelenko protocol or something. It was the list of vitamins Trump took whenever he had Rona.
Really? Okay.
And I double checked him. He was right. I thought he was just bullshitting me.
Okay. Attention to amount consumed may be necessary. See list of foods with it didn't give me the list. So anyways, supplement recommended methylene, 375 milligram. One in the AM and one in the PM.
It just prescribed you meth.
That's what it sounded like to me too.
You say methadone?
No,
methylene.
methylene.
Oh, methylene.
Methothioneine. Methothioneine. I don't know.
Can the thumbnail be you at a methadone clinic? Nah, that's insensitive.
I don't care.
I mean,
Can we get a rehab
would,
clinic?
Maybe.
you think there's a lot of people that be like, oh, dude, a dude in a methadone clinic. I want to see this video today.
The whole ground under me is shaking profusely.
Now they're drilling you.
Yeah.
So, vitamin B12 is naturally found in animal products. Bound to the protein in food is released by HCI and protease in the stomach. Many medications, including antacids and acid blockers, can deplete vitamin B12. Cheap B12, cyanocobalamin,
That's B12. Yeah.
Yeah, that's one. The cheap B12. It's found in many energy drinks, protein shakes, cheap vitamins, and added to milk and food. Check ingredient labels and always avoid cytobone as it is man-made and contains hydrogen cyanide.
That sounds good.
Yeah,
Okay.
that sounds lit.
10x multivitamin, 2 in the AM and 1 in the PM. And
10X?
magnesium, 1 in the AM. Okay. And then the MTR, vitamin B12 is naturally found. It's always the same stuff, but it doesn't give me any supplements for that one. So I need a 10x multivitamin, some magnesium, and some methylene to get my body right. All I got to do is hit this button right here.
So are
and
you
it'll order
supposed to
it for
feel
me.
better or what?
I think my dick gets bigger, sex life gets better. Everything just gets.
You grow like 4 inches.
How do we get a
All
metric
4
on
inches.
that? Like, because I feel like we're going to have the buy-in of your better half to get those metrics checked. Like, do measurements to make sure your dick's getting bigger.
Oh my god!
I feel like if it's for science.
That's tell me.
Wait. I missed it. It tells you how to what?
Makes his dick
Sorry.
bigger.
That's what it said.
Now, if he has hydrochloroquine,
No, we're not. Spoonie's just trying to get us in the old YouTube jail.
you said HCI or HCL. I got confused. What is that? HCI.
You just stay out of there, Spoonie. But anyways, so I got mine back. Are you looking forward to getting yours back, Spoon?
I'm so excited.
Are you going to get the vitamin regiment?
Absolutely.
You going to do it?
I don't think so.
But only if they're...
You're just gonna
We
keep-
know Braxton doesn't want to know anything.
Braxton only takes vitamins if they're suppositories. He doesn't believe in
That's
oral
also
vitamins.
not true. I just believe, I'm kind of a bad dude. Like, I'm already the top 1%.
There you go. He's
Ultra athlete. Like,
You want to check the blood pressure?
depends
you-
on what you talk about.
You want to whip this blood pressure machine out?
We can whip it out.
I mean, when you see an apex predator on the street, like a Don Fry or, like a Michael Jordan, just somebody that's just a badass in their field, you got an apex predator right here.
That's right. So I don't need no
It's
test
true.
to tell me that.
I had to catch another gear for this shit.
This dead air is awful.
I have.
Spoon killed the dead air.
I mean, I don't want to totally change the subject, but someone, where did that go? In the comments, I think they deleted the comment, but it was on a video of y'all and Rob talking about fighting, and he says, physical fighting is necessary in men's relationships. Put on gloves and box. This is different than humiliating them in front of others by knocking them out. That
I don't know.
I'll fight y'all for fun.
That's a weird place to take that. He asked about fighting, and you're like, I want to fight.
No, he just said you should fight your men in their relationship. Did you not listen?
well, I
did.
know we've talked about this a lot.
But that's not what he was
but-
talking about.
Spoon, can we just get your ears checked? You want to get it cleaned out? So I got 130
I don't
over
think he's talking about
85.
Our relationship.
Pretty good.
Good job.
78.
On this podcast, you have beaten high blood pressure.
I know. We'll get to see if Braxton
Well,
can.
we know what subject we can't talk about.
Whoa.
He gets blood pressure goes through the
Thought
roof.
makes me a little uncomfortable.
Let's see. He's got to suck that down a little bit.
Yeah.
Get it tight.
Get grown up arm went in there. All right. Is it going?
There you go.
So is it?
Can we? So all those.
I'm nervous. It's
he
gonna make
knows-
it
he
go
knows-
up just because I'm nervous.
He
I wanna-
knows. He knows what I'm thinking about. He knows I'm about to say it. There's a big hairy sack
Yeah.
coming right at your nose.
Oh,
He loves to think about that. So let me ask you something. You were talking about power shits earlier. Like, have you ever had to shit so bad that like you're racing to the toilet and like your body and mind decouple, and like you can't even get on the toilet before everything starts happening?
Spoon don't have those problems in life.
You don't. You're not drinking enough coffee or having enough nicotine. In your
happened with urination. Yes.
life.
I look when a man's got to pee, he can just pee. Just pee on something.
are you on the technique where you just pull over, stand on your running board, and Go
I
outside.
don't even run more. I just step out on the side of the road.
I don't
Yeah.
have to even get out of my truck. Like I still have the
I was-
heater if it's going. If it's
I was-
cold out.
Driving through the snow when we had our snow day up here on the way back, and I seen a dude pulled over, and there wasn't very many people on the road, so I thought, oh, he's going to be
Pulled
in a
over
bind.
helping.
No, he was just peeing on a like one of the posts on the giant pillars on the bridges, the real tall bridges. He just pulled over to the side and got out and was peeing on one of those.
And now that's his. He owns that bridge, wasn't it?
that top number still-
133 over 63.
Oh, that's good. That's super good.
that top number always makes me wonder. Why do you think his top number's so high
That's
Low. 33's low.
for you?
Yeah.
I don't know about low, but
For me, it is. Like, mine stays around 140.
Ooh. So yeah, no. I haven't never had that. But what do you think about everything that's going on in the world right now? You super excited about it?
Oh, man. I'm happy to be alive, buddy.
well, speaking of health, did you see your boy is claiming he has cancer?
Who?
Andrew Tate.
I did not.
Well, I think his doctor in the
Yeah,
United
his-
Arab Emirates are like, look, you're not his doctor.
His
You don't know.
doctor. Yeah.
What happened?
I wrote him a note to get out of prison.
Conveniently, he has to go to Dubai to get his doctor to check him out.
Well, to be fair, hadn't he been in prison for like 6 months with no charges filed? Like, somebody should be asking some questions.
What do you think about that?
And I'm not
I don't
liking
know.
the guy.
I don't know very much about any of it. All I know is he said first they'd silence him, then they'd lock him up, then they'd kill him. And so
We're almost
they canceled him, they locked him up, and now he
gave
has
him lung
cancer. I mean, I'm just saying, like,
That's true. He did say that.
I don't know much about any of it, but that is kind of coincidental.
Who is the they that's doing? Oh, never, woman. I forgot.
What? No, it's the machine, bro. Like,
The
No, I
Matrix,
think
ain't it? What do
he
you always
said
call-
women are going to do that.
Didn't he say the Matrix? Wasn't that
He
Oh,
said
yeah,
the
the
Matrix.
Matrix.
Isn't
Said
that who
the
he blamed
system.
for everybody? So he has lung cancer?
I don't know.
So I think he has a spot on his lung or something. I don't know. He's young for lung cancer, but
is it the UAE that was doing it, or was it Dubai? I can't remember. It's wherever his doctor was at.
Dubai is in the UAE.
I didn't know that. So there you
Yeah.
go.
You're not very worldly.
No.
United Arab Emirates is the, I guess, country.
Dubai's the
Yeah.
city.
There you go.
It's a weird country though. It's a collection of a bunch of princes, emirates. It's weird.
It's not a
They're-
province, right? It is its own country. But
Yeah,
it's just weird.
It's treated as a country.
Have
but-
y'all
Dude, look
seen-
at that. I'm dying right now.
How you doing?
Jesus.
My low one, my bottom one ain't that
Show the
bad.
camera.
There's the camera spinning. Show it.
Corey just said,
Oh.
"What'd you say, big sack?" And I was like, mm.
It got me excited.
That's not bad. Bottom number 70 spoon.
Yeah.
You ate it, though. You took it on like a champ. You said, you know what? You can't rattle me.
"Pulse still 50." Didn't even get my heart rate up.
That's it. When Spoon's checking it again.
I'm going to do it again, see if it goes up.
I don't know that's how it works.
I think it goes down.
Yeah. Anyways,
I'm
so
gonna
yeah,
think
your
about
boy,
that
your
sack.
boy, he got in a little bind. I don't know what. I mean, I don't. Have you missed him, Andrew Tate?
I've still seen just as much content with him locked up as I have him not locked up.
Yeah.
I would think there's more.
He's still tweeting.
So yeah.
So I
Still
didn't even know
getting
he was
tweets.
in jail.
So
I get on Twitter every once in a while. I'm like, oh, Andrew's.
wasn't it supposed to be end of February though? I thought he was supposed to get out or be
Oh, that-
charged or something.
I did listen to an interview on Valuetainment of him, of a lady lawyer from the U.S. talking about their process. That they can arrest him
Definitely dying.
with no charges, and just hold him there while they do their investigation. Do you imagine?
Yeah, it's like no due process. It's just we think all right, you're locked up till we have a court date.
Well, and then they had
It's not even
like-
that. They don't even have anything to bring charges. They might find that they don't have enough to bring charges and just let him out.
But it don't matter. Like that.
And then there's no recourse.
Those
don't know.
that lady came out and said that she wasn't being held captive or whatever, and the judge said it doesn't matter. You're brainwashed. Like,
I don't care. I hope he had 7 ladies captive.
I'm just
I
saying.
mean, he was arrested on charges. The
He wa-
child
no.
charges were
There's no charges.
there-
yeah, there's been no
There's
charges.
no charges filed. I'm telling you, like
Yeah, there's
you
no
can go,
charges.
you can go read about it, vote about it. There's no charges that have been filed. I can't remember what the arrest is called, but it was called something else.
It was all
everything I'm reading arrested on charges of R-word
Nope.
and human trafficking.
Nope.
in
that was
Romania.
all based off of a couple of tweets.
That's
Like
not
people
that's not
just
what
making
happened.
stuff up.
They have no charges on him. It's called a arrest detainer or something, where they can arrest you, bring no charges, and hold you for up to, is it 30 days at a time? Or anyways, every 30 days they got to
Right.
go back before the judge and say, hey, we still need to detain him. He's a flight risk.
That's
while they do
tight.
their investigation. Huh?
We should do that more.
What? Arrest people with no charges?
That's tight.
You sound awful conservative there. So
Yeah. I mean, I don't know.
sound like you support the wrong kind of policing.
Yeah.
No, I love all policing.
Doesn't matter much to me. Does it matter much to you? I'm
We got our due process.
maybe.
Relatively,
we?
somewhat.
Who's we?
Did you see the January 6th stuff that came out?
Yeah, where the cops
Something
were
about
shit.
they're leading some people around or something.
And then the cop that died, that was hit with a fire extinguisher that everybody said didn't happen, was walking around, like shutting doors and stuff at the end of the day.
I read the headlines. I can't really.
I
I don't know.
I watched.
I saw that there was allegedly cops leading people around the Capitol.
That was happening in the videos, but there was also the police officer that supposedly got hit in the head with a fire extinguisher, was walking around with a helmet on, buttoning up after shift.
After
After he was hit in the head with a fire extinguisher and was dying out on the ground.
he was just chilling,
No, he's walking around,
Just
like
with the
shutting
helmet
doors and mopping the floors and
locking up
after
the big event.
after the big event.
I only saw two
The big
clips.
game.
One was the one where the somebody was pulling people inside the building. They're like, "We didn't want to go in here. You're pulling us in." Like it was a lady. She's like, "You're pulling us in the building."
Oh,
And then another one was the. Go ahead, say it in the mic. Whisper it in the mic.
Spunny's telling us about videos he watched long ago,
No, it was.
It's on the screen.
not the videos that came up last night.
That was last week. This one was the one I watched today. That's what was the second part I was getting at. Was the
Which
where they
one?
were the shaman, where the guy in the
Yeah, that was the
This no sound video that was put up. There's no sound of him talking in those videos.
That's not. I was talking about two different videos. You just didn't let me finish.
I don't know what video you're talking about. Was it?
I
talking
followed you, Jason.
It came up last week. There was another video where they released it with that whole drip that went to Fox News or wherever it went. And it showed a lady's like, I don't want to be in here. Somebody was pulling her in the building, and the dude had on an earpiece. He had like an earpiece in his ear.
Spoon's talking conspiracy theories now.
It's a video.
Well, I don't know what to believe. Like you see that, you hear that. I don't know. I don't think it's comparable to 9/11 as many of our politicians have compared it.
Now,
I think that's underselling. Is they say it's the most important thing since the Revolutionary War.
what? Underselling what?
I'm saying they. I don't think they're comparing it to 9/11. They're saying it's worse than 9/11.
Who's they?
The people that are on the news
I
saying.
have not seen any of this, but I will tell you this. I did learn an interesting fact that got brought up. Maybe it's not a fact. Maybe we could Google this. The Capitol bombing, 1971. Google that. See if it actually is real. Because they said that, it's the worst attack on the Capitol ever, but apparently there was a bombing there in 1971. Yeah, there it is. Weather Underground. That's them. On the FBI site. I don't know if we need to click on it, but we'll end up on whatever watch list this gets you on. So is that at the Capitol, or is that don't look like the Capitol? Headquarters of the U.S. State
Greenwich
Department.
Village.
Well, there was a bunch of them. So there was a bunch of they set off a bunch of bombs around town. They did one, or they tried to do one in the Capitol building. I think they did one at the Pentagon, and apparently whatever building that was. So
Interesting.
So maybe not even the worst attack on the Capitol.
And I mean, if like what we're seeing is like, was it attack? Was it more of a come on in?
I don't think
That's what's always been the contention there. I think is they said
they were breaking windows in the front. They being people. I don't know who those people were, but they were breaking windows on the front. Saw that in the video.
It was Antifa, sleeper agents.
who knows? I mean, that's the thing though. It's like it's so congested. It's
Well, but once
I don't even know what
the
to believe.
videos that they showed were people like walking around taking selfies and stuff.
Like grandmas.
I honestly think it was exactly what it looks like. It's as confusing as we're talking. There were many things going on. There are cops showing people around. There are people
Exactly.
taking advantage of the situation. People who didn't know what the outcome would be. People who thought they were free to do it.
Well,
Yeah.
then you got there was a legit dude that went in and stole a laptop from Nancy. He's in there taking pictures of his feet on Nancy Pelosi's desk, stealing her laptop. Like, that's obviously a crime.
I think
Trying
there's
to
a
find those
lot of
Pelosi
different
pics.
agendas there, if anything. People, different agendas. People there for different reasons.
Hey, I mean, have you seen a young Nancy Pelosi?
She got huge tits now.
Yeah, not even young. I mean,
That's
Pelosi at the beach.
You got any Pelosi nudes? Is that where we're going?
I
with
don't think so.
it? Oh, okay.
But it's weird that you would ask.
I mean, why not? You were just saying she's got huge boobs, so.
I'm just saying. I mean, I don't know.
What? Pull up them nice D's. There they are.
Y'all are foul. Dirty old.
You're
man.
telling me, Braxton, you
Braxton just found a
Never
new
mind.
kink he doesn't want anybody to know about. It's old political
Y'all are
ladies.
where dirty old man comes from.
But he didn't put it on the screen, so the viewers have no idea what we're looking
I don't
at.
think I'm going to do that.
Come
I
on,
don't
throw it up there.
You should. That's horrific.
That's horrific.
Look, we've already wrecked him enough. We can't.
That's blow it up.
So many things happen
Put
at the back of
full
the King
screen.
Ranch.
I'm going to get a shirt made
I want
for
a
you
full
with
screen
that
shot
I'm uncomfortable.
of
Just
those
that. I'm uncomfortable.
Just
mammoth
shot at Nancy Pelosi.
liberal D's.
I don't know.
I love Nancy on it. I'm getting him a shirt made this week.
I'm not. I just want to go on record. I'm not for objectifying people, but this is Nancy Pelosi, so.
Oh, it gets worse.
Y'all,
There you go. What do you think about that?
Well, he was
Braxton?
bringing up the
I'm
young Nancy
uncomfortable.
Pelosi. Like,
No,
isn't she
this
like
is what I
75
meant.
now?
This is what I meant. This is younger Nancy.
Oh, I thought she was like, isn't
This
she
is when
70 or
she's.
80?
I think this picture is when she's like 85.
Yeah, I think that's 2021.
I'm uncomfortable.
You're uncomfortable? Mm-hmm. What are you uncomfortable
Blood pressure.
for?
Check the blood
Because
pressure.
he just found out he had a new kink. He's
that
he's like, I shouldn't be
it.
this attracted to Nancy Pelosi.
I'm just saying,
Look, if
as
you're
a
in-
freedom-loving American, I love that y'all have the right
What-
to like what you like. I'm just.
You also have the right
That's
to
weird to
think
me.
what you think, Braxton.
That's
Don't-
right.
Are you anti?
Are you telling us this because you're really into Nancy Pelosi?
Y'all,
We
y'all
can't hear
pull up
any of
a.
it because he's fucking with that.
Yeah, I'm just saying, y'all pull up an old lady and are.
Let me help you, buddy. Let me help you sense that.
Old is a mentality, okay? When you're
And
day
it's
trading,
also an age.
when you're day trading at the rate Nancy is, you are not old.
It's a
It's
spring
true.
chicken.
If you do want to do good on your trades, I think you just follow her.
What if that just-
trading pattern?
So did that massive 80-year-old titty meat not do it for you?
Dude, it just made me uncomfortable.
Oh Lord.
I mean, there was a lot of real estate there. You know, acres and acres of titty meat right there in the front.
Yeah,
I think what's going on is Braxton probably has a couple friends that watch this, and he doesn't want them to know that he's into old ladies now.
I don't know if it's that. I think it's more of a,
I mean, it's okay,
you're into
Braxton.
what you're into. And
We'll know what you're into once his blood pressure clicks on.
Well, if his blood pressure,
if I'm
50,
completely
we know the
calm,
rest of
it's
his
like,
blood
wow,
Like,
he's at rest here.
it's just exploding.
I mean,
It's gonna air her out for sure.
air out. It's like I can't. It's like I can't find it. Oh, there it is. So,
Oh, he zoomed in. Good job.
it's right there. Right
Oh,
there for you,
Braxton.
It's quit. He's trying to calm
You know what
himself.
you
He's
can-
looking away.
You know what we could do to really juxtapose this is show him that video you showed us in the truck.
So many things that happen in the back of the King Ranch.
The King Ranch. Do you think it affects the trade-in value?
Not if you don't tell anybody.
Depends on
Is
what
there
you
a seller's
disclose.
disclosure for?
Balls on the seat.
Is that thing still going? I think. Oh, it's counting down. It's aired out for sure.
You think so?
Yeah, it's gonna show E.
Spenny's a blood pressure machine expert.
I've had to check my blood pressure a lot.
Oh God, they're still there.
God, I can need a palate cleanse. Could you put like a puppy up there or something? Something that's wholesome.
Well, what else happened in the news this week? Why do we not watch what happens anymore? I think there was a Memphis basketball player that has been getting roasted on the internet.
Over what?
He claimed he was like, I don't know, a gangster, but then they found out he went to a private school.
Air.
What I tell you? Here, let's tighten. I think we got too tight. Your muscles just too savage.
That's
For this
right.
machine. I
Commercial.
have to be his freaking doctor over here. Braxton might be dead now. He may be the spirit.
Potentially.
The 60-mile run didn't do it, but Nancy Pelosi in a bikini did. It finished you off.
Potentially.
Damn.
It is interesting. It didn't air out before, so
Yeah. Nancy Pelosi's.
His blood pressure was negative because all of his blood is somewhere new right now. He's confused about it.
That's funny.
Poor guy. Anything interesting happen at all in y'all's lives? I feel like that we're
Arrogant.
Still erring.
It ain't working.
Sohail, give us some news. Give us something that happened in the news other than
Yeah.
January 6th.
Are we just? Or is this breakout like every 3 weeks?
got
What do we
you.
do?
What Braxton, what do you think about being on
The ticker talks?
in the well, I can't even say it.
Why can't you say it?
But, something happened.
I'm trying to think about what happened last week.
Do what?
What happened in the last week?
No, what happened earlier today with that semi-viral post that's going around,
Oh yeah, you're on the run.
What do you think about that?
Allegedly.
Allegedly.
Something occurred. That's all. And I don't know.
It's getting some traction.
Is it really?
I mean,
It's at 35 shares. And
Is this about the thing you showed me?
do what?
Is this about the thing you showed me?
Yeah.
I almost want to follow the post just to see if anyone says who they might have seen allegedly.
Bro, they'll be out looking
putting
for.
out
Does
those
anybody have any
signs.
security cameras?
I got a suspect.
I think I saw this guy.
There's a suspect on the post.
I'm just I am curious
Hold
to
on,
see.
one more time.
Is it really?
What? Little suspect on the post.
That's what I want to follow for and see if anyone says, "Oh, I definitely saw this person." I mean, it was a busy day.
I don't think anything. I think it's pretty funny that it might have happened in the daytime, and then they might not have seen it coming. But I also think we might want to avoid the area.
Yeah.
I think that's probably a good idea. Just breathe a little bit.
And it's pretty wild though. I wonder. Let's do this.
I'm
at that.
sure
What is that?
Someone called one of the numbers.
Use your words.
Oh, what happened?
Show us.
mine says
show us,
135
show us.
over 78, so it's right where it is. It's in the pocket
I
for
can't
me.
dox a phone number. But
It's in the pocket.
someone posted a screenshot of a text message.
From somebody we've met.
We might have.
Let me just take a
Yeah,
look.
you can see. We might know this individual, but I'm not sure. That might have
Oh,
texted.
that's a dumb way to do that.
Uh-huh.
What? What'd they do?
Yeah.
What happened?
Well, we know there's somebody looking in that market now.
Yup.
That's what we learned out of that.
Is that Brenton's little screenshot he sent?
No. That's
No, they
someone
posted his.
screenshotting a text from.
All right.
Oh.
This is
So
You get what I'm talking about?
that's on the post.
Yes. Like someone commented and then replied, said this is what happens whenever.
Well, we know we're following up.
Yeah, that's good. That's good.
So
Allegedly following up.
allegedly,
We don't really know.
I don't know
I
what's
just-
going on.
I'm curious if
I mean, how you feel about that?
I don't know. I'm just curious. I do want to follow that post and see.
I'm
does anyone-
75%. It was an 817 number also on it. I think they collected them, and we were going to charge the sign placer.
There you go.
They what?
I don't know.
I'm just for reference, those watching, a certain municipal police department made a Facebook post about some people putting out illegal signs,
Which we don't condone at all.
which are potentially they thought they were potentially scams or something. of
Yeah,
that
they said they were
nature.
scams. They're not a scam.
No, I called and checked that number. I drove through that area, I think, and
Yeah.
it was for a legit rental.
And then people are commenting where other places that they've seen signs and about these signs that have been placed, selling land in some places,
That
renting
sounds
properties
tragic.
in others.
Hey,
It's almost like
this guy Brenton didn't do a selfie video follow up though.
That would be the
if that showed up in there, that would be amazing.
You got to screenshot that and send it to him.
Yeah.
But yeah, we don't like what Spoonie said. We don't condone that. That's
It's terrible.
But I mean, yeah, allegedly,
illegal.
allegedly signs were placed out. But we don't know where that picture was taken from. I mean, that particular police department, they could have gotten that picture from anywhere. You know, what I mean?
Handwriting analysis is a quack science.
Exactly,
you know?
exactly. It looked a little faded. It could have been old. There's no timeline, but that's what we're talking about right now.
Yeah.
Jason, did you send me that video?
Which video?
You know, you yesterday with the tablets.
Oh shit.
I can.
So yesterday
Braxton hadn't seen it. I'll
there
send
was
it to
a
you.
message that said, "What company is this?"
Oh, that one.
And I answered it.
Yeah, y'all all answered it. It was all in there. I
Yes, but the post says
So that definitely was the.
yes, the post says
You're
the
screwed.
company that the number comes back to does not match the person who texts me back.
Oh, there you go.
Oh no! Nobody's screwed because allegedly, hypothetically speaking, there's nothing.
First of all, I didn't put out nothing like that. You didn't put out nothing like that. He didn't put out nothing like that.
right.
What are you talking about?
Whatever they're accusing you of, there ain't nobody screwed.
Nobody's
we're
accusing
just
anyone
we're
of
just seeing a
anything.
weird post.
Simply something brought up to a local.
And it's
community.
Facebook. Facebook's
Listen-
notorious for
listen-
fake,
Listen,
you know, info.
listen to
Exactly.
the words that come out of, beyond a reasonable doubt. I don't give a fuck.
I'm gonna wait. I'm gonna wait out on that one. I'm just curious. 'Cause, I don't know if anyone says, "Oh yeah, we definitely saw this human in this vehicle or whatever."
I don't think they're gonna. I don't.
If someone saw that post, like, "Oh yeah, I remember seeing that on whatever day they were allegedly put out."
I don't know.
Just curious.
I'm gonna put a link of a video of a guy doing that exact thing, and see if that'll get them.
You should just put that video, the link of the video of DJ eating that steak.
I think it was this guy.
Hey, show
Actually,
Braxton.
I'm not because
Show Braxton that video. I just sent it to you of what happened to me
Okay,
yesterday.
got it. One sec.
He hadn't seen it yet. So I learned some lessons about my chemicals that I was using to clean the deal yesterday. Thank God I tried some outside.
That you're trying to get Corey to experiment with?
Yeah, I'm kind of glad I didn't because it might have burned his nuts off.
Huh.
Like
What?
it was, chemical burns.
Yeah, but Corey's a dog, man. You sure?
He'd have powered through it.
Spoon.
It might have
acted-
hurt the chemicals.
Spoon acted real surprised by this little video that he did. Where's the video at?
Hold on. It's loading.
He acted like shocked that this was the outcome, even though who warned us of all the danger of these chemicals.
I do believe it was Mr. Jason Witherspoon.
Yet he so casually just acting
when-
like, oh, you guys will
Well-
get hurt bad by this stuff, but watch old Big Spoony here, bro.
No,
He's
that's
an
not what
expert.
usually happens. That's not the normal reaction for that.
Yeah.
Matter of fact,
if they were as bad as you said they were, you'd have had on a shield, goggles, the whole
Yeah, I wasn't expecting that.
gloves.
Probably would have had a mask on.
The
Little mask.
the problem ain't any of that. It's that yellow gas that comes off. It's
Yeah.
just pure chlorine.
The problem is that
Just don't breathe it,
hold your breath.
idiot.
Hold.
Spoon wanted to go to Ohio, but did the next best thing.
What?
Breathe in some.
There's a
toxic
skunk problem
gas.
at the lake house. There's a skunk problem at the lake house, but the skunk has not been caught at the lake house. So solving the smell probably is a little early.
Right.
Like you trap the skunk.
You eliminate the problem before you worry
Hey, I
about
did
the
what my
results.
business partner asked me to do. He called
Now-
me on Sunday and said, "Bring your stuff."
Your
It
idea about, well, I guess it was your idea. Whose idea was it?
What?
Go to the lake
Having a
house?
rope on the.
Oh, that's
on the-
me. I'm the one that told you. I
And
do
you
that
just-
every time.
And then you just drag them off into the pier.
Yeah, I didn't say the pier. No, I drag mine off to a field and shoot it with the 22 and leave it there for a couple days, and then go empty the trap.
Huh.
Like, you got to have like 50 foot of a cord. So once it's in that trap, you just grab it and just at a dead run straight off into the field. They never start spraying because they're confused too. They're just getting shaken around inside the cage.
Yeah.
My
All right,
dog's
here.
got sprayed by a skunk one time.
Okay, let's watch Spoonie. Now Spoonie, beforehand, let us give you the warning that Spoonie gave us. He said, "We can't handle this. This is some deadly shit. It will hurt us and kill us
Yeah, that's not what I said.
if we don't know how to use it properly."
I think that's what you said.
Everything about
was.
this
So it
is
was there.
super dangerous, and you should not try this at home.
Yeah, definitely don't do it at
You
home.
can't do anything with this. It will kill you, murder. This is the murderous shit you've ever touched in your life. That's what Spoonie told us over and over again. And then look at what he does.
Now
You
we got
said
an
something about the next Chernobyl, or
Yeah,
Yes.
basically.
we
pretty
got an
much.
exposed
But I learned
hand
some
holding a
lessons
phone.
yesterday.
We got a video
got-
on it with one hand. Oh,
We've got
Yeah,
no
so-
gloves on the other hand.
no gloves on.
So when it's broken down in that powder form, you don't want to do that, Braxton.
Okay, but
That's the
but
first time I ever
Spoonie-
did that.
Spoonie,
Well, that's not good.
So you just blew that shit all over you.
Uh-huh.
This is like the worst landlord porn I've ever seen. And
It,
Skeet.
it did not. It did not
also,
work out good.
just so the viewers know, hours before I guess this occurred,
well,
there
that's
was
not
a
good.
talk of Spoonie encouraging Corey to place a particular body part mixed into this.
Pretty sure it was because you
chemical
said that
formula.
stuff ain't shit. I put my dick in it, and then I went and got some
and
out
then
of the
there's
car
a
and
water
offered
bottle
that
that
for him,
there's
too.
chemicals and there was water ready to go.
There's
and
still one in the office. You could do it today. You could do it live.
So is basically what Spoon's saying is he tried to blow my balls off,
that's
but not in a fun way.
that's not very nice.
I mean, also there's some
That's just
stuff
not
that
a
happened
nice thing.
yesterday. This was a new experiment. It did not work out.
What new experiment? You do this all the time.
No.
and
They're
said-
usually in a tablet. The tablets had broken down, so I was testing to see how they would cook off. They look like big pool tablets. You saw them in the package yesterday.
I didn't see shit.
Here's
I saw some very dangerous behavior on video right there that we do not recommend.
Yeah.
And Spoonie told us we couldn't handle it, but then he's out there with no PPP on. PPE.
That's 100% true. I should have had some on. I was
Yeah.
surprised by that reaction. I've never had to do that before.
and now
But
he's lucky to have a hand.
so what was cool though is I had a couple of those go off in the process, and I was running because it was cooking off in a weird way, and I'm running them to the bathroom so they don't overflow.
Okay, now let's back up.
And
All this stuff that Spoonie told us in the meeting,
yeah,
does this sound like
it's good.
you should ever be running while holding this.
Yeah,
No.
well, it was either that or lose the carpet. So you know,
there's no
don't-
lose the
it shouldn't have
carpet.
been inside. Is my interpretation.
Listen, here's what's the cool thing about it. In the dark, because I was out there a long time last night, when that thing happens, it's an exothermic reaction. It lets off light. That was pretty cool. So from a chemistry standpoint, it was
All
neat.
right, let's back up some more, Spoonie.
Yeah,
We're not grown enough to play with this stuff.
me either.
But
My wife
you
gets on to
can-
me all the time
You
about
can be in there with no PPE on,
it. You make
Just
fun of
how-
me when I bring up PPE.
just huffing it around. That's
No?
Bare knuckles.
bare knuckles.
Filming,
Dude,
just
you haven't
filming
seen my
porn.
setup. There's tripods everywhere in
I
that
have
house.
seen it. The
Have you
pig
seen all the
house.
tripod?
In the pig house.
Yeah, I had tripods everywhere. I stage it, all the water's poured pre, and then I start from the very back, drop it, cover it, come room to room, all the way out of the house. So there's never any. I'm moving out of the house as it's gassing off from the back to the front.
But we're not. We can't handle it.
I told
Only
you you
Spoonie
could.
Can handle it.
I was trying to show Jacob how to do it yesterday.
Yeah. Did it smell like a skunk when you got there?
I could not smell it, but the cleaning person showed up, the lady that does that, and she said it smells terrible in here. So I went ahead and did it. But I'm all
Who is
stopped
she?
up. A
Did you
lady?
gas her?
No, there was a lady there. She said she works for Brandon.
Let's
I don't
go,
know.
Brandon.
And her kids were making out on the porch.
There you go, Sohill.
So that was weird.
Her kids?
I think it was her kids. Her kids were like 20-ish. Like, they were just hanging out on the porch together.
I thought
Jason,
you
do you
said making out on the porch.
see
They were
yourself
making
in the
out.
camera?
Like, it was not her kids. It was like her daughter and her boyfriend.
So a brother and sister were doing.
I don't know. What'd you say, buddy?
Can you see yourself in the camera?
No.
There
do you
you
want
go. Yep.
Dang, Spoon, you done got in trouble.
Like,
Spoonie done got in
this makes my
trouble.
beard look real red.
Spoonie, you're in trouble.
I just like to look at
All right.
Corey's eyes while we're talking.
Last week we took advantage of the Chili's coupon they sent me.
Oh, let's do Chili's today.
I ain't doing Chili's today, but what do y'all want to do today so we can do that and quit doing this and get the hell out of here? Y'all like, subscribe, all the things. I have got to make it back before 3. It's almost 1.
So it's about game time.
It's about game time.
Need one big thing.
Yeah.
You got any chemicals that he can stick something in?
Yeah,
So-
I do.
Deuces. Where we eating? For real.
Wherever.
If you go to Roughneck to Real Estate right now, you can be one of over 1,000 people that don't like something I said on the internet. You can find that video there right now on Roughneck to Real Estate at TikTok.